Hi, welcome to my channel, Naturally Nyashaà, and I am Nyashaa, the natural hair artist. I'm so excited. You can tell, hey? Yes, I've been wanting to do this for so long, to start this channel. So finally, it's here. So sorry, or should I say so sorry, or finally, to everyone who's been saying, Nyashaa, put your stuff up on YouTube. Yeah, you know what, you go on YouTube and you look at the quality of the stuff and you're like, oh my gosh, how am I even gonna put up some dodge, G-Tide recorded video? Not that I have a G-Tide, but I'm just saying, you look at the quality of those videos, like Black American hair scene has got it going on. Anyway, today's episode is gonna be so short because it's just me saying hi. And what I want to do is I want to post relevant content. One of the things that has stopped me from making a channel is I look at YouTube and it's flooded. It's flooded with so much hair stuff. Anything is there. So a lot of people have been asking me to start a channel. So I'm like, what am I gonna talk about? Everything's been said. But someone said to me, it's different when it's coming from someone local. So I think this is almost like for us Zimbabweans, by a Zimbabwean, everyone else is welcome. Hey, if you're from Nigeria or Canada or France, you can follow, you can subscribe. I'll mostly speak in English, although I'll throw in a little bit of Shona, but then it's quite easy. It's really one of the easiest languages in the world. I don't know who rated it, but yeah, it's quite easy to learn. What you see is what you get. If I want to say boy, I will say mokomana. Sounds long, but then how I say it is how you spell it. Mokomana. Okay, I digress. So we are going to be talking about all things hair. So if you've got any questions at all about hair, put them in the comment section. You can DM me or anything, and I'm going to answer a lot of the questions that I've been asked over the past couple of years to do with hair. And I'm so excited. Right now I'm in a time when Kinks and Froze is about to launch. You've all known it as Kinky Froze all along. We're finally registered and it's now known as Kinks and Froze. So I'm so excited about that. I am the founder and co-owner of that business. Just sharing a little bit about myself as we go along. So in this introductory video, if you want to know a little bit more about me, I have a video on my other channel, Life Chronicles with Nyashaa, where I just talk a little bit about who I am, where I stay. I'll do a more in-depth video as we go along, but just to get us started, I'm just going to share with you my hair story. And yeah, okay, alrighty. So first and foremost, I come from a family with good hair. Yes, such a thing does exist. They're just people with, my dad had really good hair. So not that it does grow a little bit longer than other people's, but I don't want to talk about the length more than it is about just how the hair is. Voluminous hair, thick hair. So yeah, that's where I come from. So as a kid, I just already had good hair, but I used to get a lot of relaxers as a kid because my hair was quite strong and my scalp doesn't react as, I've got a good scalp, it doesn't react as much as a lot of people. So when I would get a relaxer, I could sit there for an hour. Yeah, with relaxer. So when Beautiful Beginnings came in, I was a guinea pig. Ladine had something at that time. I was a guinea pig. And then when I went to Form 1, I went to a mission school and snip, they cut off all that hair. But I wasn't bothered. Like I said, I come from a family with good hair, so I've never really been so attached to hair to think, oh, it's not gonna grow back. My dad was actually shocked when I didn't really lose my mind after getting my hair cut in Form 1. So I went through 6 years with short hair, and that really did a lot for me. I don't know about other people who went to mission schools or schools where you had to get your hair cut. It taught me to value my beauty in its raw form. All hair is beautiful. A lot of people look at their hair and they think it's scraggly, it's too thick, it's too thin, it's too... Hey, I think all of it looks gorgeous because I looked good in short hair, I looked good in long hair. I mean, you do just look good. So yes. So that was up to upper 6. So when I went to university, I never bothered to relax it because that was the time when we did not really, yeah, that's when the currency faded out. We call it faded out. So I have no idea how much a relaxer was even at that time. Going to the salon was like a really luxury. So I never bothered. So that was part 1. Part 2, so what then happened was I had to figure out a way. So my hair started growing, so I had to figure out a way on how to just keep it. So I learned, I can't say I learned, I just started doing these. These are like twists, like 2-strand twists. I started doing these. So this was just my go-to, and I had a roommate who could braid. So we'd just plant Shada's hair, twist up our braids, and that was it. That's just how we did it. And then when I got to attachment, I got a relaxer. Not because I was fed up with natural hair. It was just something I did, switch up a look. And then, so I did that, got a relaxer. And after that, I was like, I don't know, I got that. No. Then I just went back to transitioning. So I retouched that relaxer once. When a retouch gone wrong, my sister's the one who helped me out. That was the first time I actually got an itch on my scalp. I never put a relaxer in my hair and got itchy that quickly. I remember that day and it was like, let me just wash it off. I don't even think it got in. It was like 5 minutes, and less than 5 minutes, it was already really itchy. And that was the last time I ever got a relaxer. That was around 2012. 2012, somewhere there, 2012, 2013. And yeah, so then I just began to transition back. I got married in 2014, and a lot of people are like, so you're gonna relax your hair for the wedding? I'm like, no, I'm just gonna flat iron it. So at that time I was transitioning, and I flat ironed it. And I remember on the day of my wedding, it rained. But it didn't shrink. It was an indoor wedding. We kind of did, but it wasn't so bad. The thing is, I did do a style, like a natural hair type of style, the month before, but at that time I really wasn't so confident in my styling. And you know what it is, when you're getting married, everyone just says, "Ooh, get someone to do it for you. Ooh, you get a weave." I didn't get a full-on weave. I didn't want extensions, but I ended up just getting a few wefts because the stylist said they need more volume for the bun. Yeah, anyway, so we did that. And then after the wedding, I wanted to do locks for 2 years. I didn't make it beyond 5 months. Like the 4 months were torture. I love seeing it. Respect people with locks. Like, cause I don't know how you guys do it. Like week 1, I was like, okay, what now? So they were already temporary. I already said to her, I don't want them to be full on permanent. So every time I'll get them redone, they'll kind of wash out a lot and then redo them. So in October of 2014, I took them out. It wasn't such a long process because they really weren't that tight. And this goes on to answer any questions you might have. Locks can be taken down. I do take down locks at Kingston Froze. We do that for you. Anyway, so that was then. And then I didn't really have a regimen there. My hair would just grow, and yeah, I would just put it in twisties, and then I'll just try and see what I'm doing. Just put it in a bun or wear it as a puff. And I'll braid it a lot. I used to get it braided a lot. Then at the end of the year, January 2015, I cut a large section of it off. All the treated hair had been cut off by my loctician, so I cut a lot of it off, and I cut it down to about 5 inches, which is about like this much, because I couldn't handle long natural hair. So I always used to cut it thin. But at that time, I then said, I'm gonna develop a hair care regimen. Like now the new age stuff had come in and things were happening, so I decided to do that. So that's when I started a regimen, and I started to really focus on what I do, because I was now getting a lot of questions. A lot of the things I found out by default. I figured when my moisturizer would finish, because I was in uni and I didn't have money, I would fill it up with water and I would mix it, I'll leave the moisturizer in. And now that's what we call spritzing. I didn't go online to figure that out. It was just something that now when everyone else was doing, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, this actually works. And I began to read into the science of why it just worked. And that's just how it's been. And so this batch of hair is about 2.5 years old, because it's definitely, all my hair from my wedding is gone. Because when I started my locks, I had quite a bit of length of hair, but it was half relaxed from the relaxer in 2012. So that was all chopped off when I got locks. And then at the end of that year, I chopped off more hair, and then I brought it down to a decentish afro. And last year I managed to retain 6 inches of growth, which is tremendous, which is the most that you can retain in a year. This year I haven't been able to retain as much length. I had a lot of things happening in my life, so I experienced a lot of breakage due to stress, and I moved, and I didn't really prepare for that move. I have a blog on my I have a blog post on my blog which talks about how stress can affect your hair growth and length retention. So that's it about my hair history. If I didn't answer everything, please send in a message or just comment in the comment section, and I will gladly answer your question.